Good morning to all of you. Is my voice audible to you? Yes? Can you hear me? Hello? Is my voice audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only 4 students have joined. So whether you are having any other session? Very few people are attending this lecture. So are you having any other session? Of any advanced training or any language? आहे का काही तुम्हाला प्रोग्राम नाही आहे ना दुसरा काही? हॅलो.
हॅलो सर.
हा.
जेवा लँग्वेज असते ट्रेनिंग.
किती ते किती असतं?
10 ते 12 असते वाटतं.
बरं, सगळ्यांनी त्याला पण हे केलंय का?
सगळे नाहीत.
किती जणांनी केलंय रजिस्ट्रेशन?
8-9 जण असतील.
8-9 जण. बाकीचे तर आहेत ना?
बाकीचे आहेत की.
हा. ओके, ठीक आहे. थँक्यू. That's why only 6 participants have joined. There are total 44 students in your class and only 6 have joined. So many of the students are absent. Okay. Okay, now it's 10. 10 minutes has vested in this all stuff. So let's come to the lecture. Let me share the screen. Please tell me if is it visible or not. Are you watching this screen? Screen दिसते का हे? Yes, respond. Students, are you able to watch this screen? दिसते का screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please respond timely so that I will proceed. So from last few lectures, we are discussing the tenses in English. Okay. So tenses means the structures. Okay. Tenses means the structures that we use for the formation of sentences in English language. Okay. In Marathi, we are calling it as काळाचे प्रकार. Okay. So types of tenses. Up till now, I think we have covered almost simple present tense and simple past tense, and we were discussing the simple future tense. The structures also we have learned of the simple future tense, but some of the examples and exercise is remained. Okay, so that also we will see in this lecture. Okay, so in the last lecture we have discussed about simple future tense. Okay, and from last 2 weeks I think you were busy in ISE, that is in semester exam, and that's why we couldn't conduct your lecture for last 2 weeks. Before 2 weeks we were discussing about the simple future tense, and we have almost completed up to the structure, sentence structure of the simple future tense. Okay, so simple future tense we use for the plans that we have in our mind in future. Okay, not in present, not in past. The plans that we are having in our mind, we are having in our brain about future, that future plans we can denote or we can write into the simple future tense. Okay, so sentence simple future tense refers to a time later than now. Now means present, past, or yesterday, the time before comes in the past tense, and the latter time. Okay, later than now means latter is the time which comes under the future tense. Okay, so to express the spontaneous decisions also we make use of this type of tense to predict a future. Okay, for predicting future, to express a spontaneous decision, to express willingness. Also, we make use of this tense. Okay, so this tense is also used for showing or expressing the willingness, and whether it is in positive form or whether it is in negative form, we express our willingness with the help of simple future tense. For example, I won't leave until I have seen the manager. I won't leave. Here we have used will plus not, that is negative of the future tense. And in the second example, we are asking about the permission, or we are using the shall to ask about the permission. Okay, for example, shall I open the window? Shall I open the window? मी ती खिडकी उघडू का? अशा पद्धतीनं in this way we generally make use of this type of tense. So sentence structure that we have discussed of the simple future tense is subject plus shall or will plus v1 plus object plus complement. Subject plus shall or will plus v1 plus object plus complement. This is the sentence structure for the simple future tense. So simple speaking about the note. Okay, let's have the information about this note. In modern English, will is referred to shall. Okay, so in modern English, will is referred to the shall. Shall is mainly used with I and we. So we have seen in the last lecture that we only use shall after I and we, and will is used for other pronouns. Okay, so shall and will has its different use. Okay, shall is only used after I and we, and will is used only after he, she, it, they, and you. Okay, so keep this in mind. Also, we have discussed about the contraction. Means contraction means what? Making short. Okay, shorten the form of the that verb. Okay, so I will, it becomes I apostrophe double L. I will. Okay, we will. So for writing purpose, for uh, uh, making our efforts less, we are using this type of contractions. I will, it becomes I apostrophe double L. We will, it becomes V apostrophe double L. You will become U apostrophe double L. So in this way, this continues. The form it will is not normally shortened. So it will is normally not shortened. We cannot shorten it will. Okay, it will is used as it is in the sentence. So this is the chart of the simple future tense, the affirmative, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. Okay, so I will see if this is the affirmative, its negative will be I won't see, will plus not. Okay, so its negative will become I won't see. Its interrogative will be for making the interrogative, we are first using or starting with the WH question. Okay, so will I see, and its negative interrogative will be won't I see. Okay, so I will see, I won't see. Will I see, won't I see. These are the some of the structures that we are using. Okay, then second is shall. Talking about shall, okay, we are using shall always, shall as well as will in front of I and we. Okay, so shall is used only after I and we, but will is used after all the pronouns. Okay, so I shall see, this is the affirmative, its negative will be I shall not see. Okay, its interrogative will be shall I see, or its negative interrogative will become shalln't I see. In this way, this chart we have to use. Okay, so you will see, its affirmative, its negative will be you won't see, its interrogative will be will you see, and its negative interrogative will be won't you see. So in this way this chart continues. Okay, so I won't take all the examples of this chart. So the star, here with the star we have the remark. Okay, so shall is dated, but it's still commonly used instead of will with the affirmative or interrogative forms of I and we in certain cases. Okay, so we have discussed this note before also. Shall is only used after I and we. Okay, so in the modern time also we are using shall after I and we, but in the past time, okay, from the past time we are using this shall after I and we, but in modern time we are using will, but some of the people also are using shall after I and we. Okay, let's do this exercise. The first example is you dash into earn a lot of money in this job. So here you dash in bracket earn a lot of money in this job. We have to use here will earn. Okay, you will earn a lot of money in this job. Okay, from sentence structure itself or its verb itself we can identify which form of verb we have to use. Some of the identifiers or the some of the uh, uh, phrases are there with which we can use the uh, future tense structures. Okay, so second example is you dash into meet lots of interesting people tomorrow. So here you in bracket meet we have to use the proper form of meet, but how to identify which form we have to use here? We have to use here the form from the identifier, that is tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is the identifier, or with the this word, with this phrase we can identify which type of verb form or which type of tense form we have to use in this example. Okay, so here we are using will meet. Why we are using will meet? Because there the word has come tomorrow, udya, so it becomes the future. Okay, and that's why you will meet lots of interesting people tomorrow. This is the proper form of the verb. Then the third example is you in bracket travel around the world next week. So here the phrase next week or the word next week, with this word itself we can identify in the next week that action is going to happen, and that's why we will use the structure of the future tense in this example. Okay, you will travel around the world next week. This is the simple sentence. Then the fourth example is on Sunday at 8 o'clock, I in bracket meet my friend. On Sunday at 8 o'clock, I in bracket meet my friend. So here this action will be going to happen on Sunday at the 8 o'clock. Okay, so this action is going to happen on the Sunday. That's why it will come under the future tense. Okay, on Sunday at 8 o'clock, I will meet my friend. Okay, or else we can use here, I am going to meet my friend also. Okay, so there are many structures and many type of tenses we can use for one example. Okay, on Sunday at 8 o'clock, I will meet my friend, or we can use on Sunday at 8 o'clock, I am going to meet my friend. Okay, so this is about the fourth. The fifth sentence is the English lesson in bracket start at 10:45. The English lesson will start. Okay, so it is going to start at the 10:45. Okay, quarter to 11. Okay, so that's why we will use here the English lesson will start at 10:45. The sixth sentence is look at the clouds. It in bracket rain in few minutes. Look at the clouds. It in bracket rain in few minutes. So here we will use here will. Okay, look at the clouds. It will rain in few minutes. Means later to few minutes, later than few minutes, it will be raining. Okay, look at the clouds. It will rain in few minutes. Okay, so we are going to use here will rain. Okay, look at the clouds. It will rain in few minutes. We are thinking about the future. Okay, we are making the future. We are making the future incidents. We are talking about the future incidents. Okay, that's why it will be rain. It will rain in few minutes. Sorry. The seventh is I in bracket go to Mumbai next week. So here we are talking about the future. Okay, I'm going to talk about the future incidents. Okay, that's why I will go to Mumbai next week. This is the proper form of verb. The eighth sentence is I in bracket come even if it rains. I come even if it rains. So here we will use I will come. मी येईन even if it rains. जरी पाऊस पडत असेल तरी सुद्धा मी येईन. Okay, I will come even if it rains. Then the ninth sentence is if you run fast, the ninth sentence is if you run fast, you in bracket catch the train. If you run fast, you in bracket catch the train. So here we'll use, if you run fast, you will catch the train. तू जर जोरात धावलास तर तू ती ट्रेन आहे ती पकडशील किंवा पकडू शकशील. ओके, if you run fast you will catch the train. Okay, the 10th sentence is I in bracket never forget what you have told me. So you have told me means it's uh, in the past situation, someone has told that person. Okay, and that person is talking about that incident. Okay, so here we will use I will never forget. Will never forget. Okay, मी कधीही विसरू शकणार नाही किंवा विसरणार नाही तू मला काय सांगितलं ते. ओके, आय विल नेवर फॉरगेट what you have told me. So this is the exercise on the simple future tense. So this is the chart of the simple tenses. So please write this chart in your notebook so that it will be helpful for you people. This is the chart of the subject and the verb that we are using after that subject in simple present tense, in simple past tense, and in simple future tense. So form of verb that we are using after the subjects or pronouns, that form of verb we are writing in this chart. Okay, so please write this chart in your notebook within 2 minutes. Okay, I hope that you have written down this chart in your notebook. Okay, so I will proceed further. Let's start with the progressive tenses. So what's the meaning of progressive tenses? Progressive, the progressive itself is the word, we can mean it by the continuous. Okay, we can mean it as continuous. Progressive means what? Continuous. That process is going on and any incident hasn't stopped that process. Okay, that process is going on, it hasn't stopped, it hasn't ended. Okay, so it is continuous process. That's why we are using the progressive. Progressive means what? In progression. Okay, in progression. So when we are traveling to any city or village, okay, so uh, if their work of the road is going on, okay, work of the building road is going on, then we can see that there is the notice board. Okay, and that notice board has warning that the work is in progress. Okay, work is in progress means that work is going on. It is in progress, that hasn't stopped. Okay, and that's why it is called as the continuous tense or progressive tense. Okay, so this is the meaning of the progressive tenses. So first progressive tense is the present progressive tense. So present progressive tense means what? The continuous tense that we are using in the present form. So the where uh, where we are using this progressive tense, present progressive tense, for an ongoing action in the present, usually with the time expressions such as now, at the moment, right now. Okay, for ongoing actions in the present, usually with the time expressions such as now, at the moment, right now. We are using present progressive tense. So let's discuss it with the example. The first example is we are discussing the project at the moment. We are discussing the project at the moment. So this action is going on, discussion is going on, and this action, for denoting this action, for describing this action, we are using present progressive tense or present continuous tense. Action of discussion is going on, it hasn't stopped. Okay, if it has stopped, then it comes under the past tense. Okay, so the second example is John is baking a cake. So this action is going on at this instant. Okay, at this instance, this action is going on. John is baking a cake. Baking a cake, this action is going on. That's why it is called as the present progressive. John is baking a cake. Third example is they are painting the fence. They are painting the fence. So in this action, in this sentence also, we have used are painting. Okay, that is continuous progressive tense or continuous tense or progressive tense in present form. Is, are. Okay, am, is, are, these are the indicators of the present continuous form. Okay, so they are painting the fence. Action of painting the fence is going on. This is not a stopped action, and that's why it comes under the present progressive tense. We are learning tenses. At this moment, we are learning the tenses. So action of learning the tenses is going on at this moment right now. Okay, so that's why it comes under the present progressive tense. So in what situations and what are the conditions to use the present progressive tense, that we will discuss now. Okay, so first condition is to describe a plan or arrangement in the near future. To describe a plan or arrangement in the near future, usually with time expressions such as tonight, tomorrow, this week, this Monday, we are using present progressive tense. So for describing a plan or arrangement in the near future, we are using the with the time expressions, okay, with the time expressions such as tonight, tomorrow, this week, this Monday. We are using this present progressive tense. Okay. So tonight I am going for a party. Okay. I am going for a party. Tonight I am going for a party. So this is my plan for the tonight. Okay. आजच्या रात्रीचा हा माझा plan आहे. Okay. So for describing the plan or arrangement, we are using present progressive tense. In near future means what? That future is in that day only, okay, or after some time. Okay. So examples of the above condition are: I am leaving for Mumbai this evening. I am leaving for Mumbai this evening. मी संध्याकाळी मुंबईसाठी निघणार आहे. ओके. आय एम लिव्हिंग मीन्स दिस इज द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द नियर फ्युचर. संध्याकाळची आपण जी कृती करणार आहोत इन द इव्हिनिंग, व्हॉट वी आर गोइंग टू डू दॅट वी आर टेलिंग इन द मॉर्निंग, ओके, or in the afternoon. That's why this is the near future or near arrangement. Okay. I am leaving for Mumbai this evening. We are going to learn articles. The second is we are going to learn articles. So here we are going to do that action. Okay, we are going to learn articles. आपण articles शिकणार आहोत. Okay, so this is the present progressive action, are going. Okay. The third example is they are spending this vacation in Pune. They are spending this vacation in Pune. So this is also the near future or the arrangement in near future. Okay, plan or arrangement in near future that we are talking about. Okay, they are spending this vacation in Pune. Then the fourth example is she is going to study in America. So this is also the near future or near plan in near future that she is having. Okay, she is going to study in America. ती अमेरिकेमध्ये शिकणार आहे. ओके, अमेरिकेला शिकायला जाणार आहे. Another condition is present progressive tense is used to express actions that are repeated regularly, usually with a negative meaning and with the time expressions always or forever. So the actions, okay, the actions are that are repeated regularly, usually with a negative meaning. Okay, so with a negative meaning and the actions that are repeated regularly and with the expressions like always or forever, the present progressive tense is used. Okay, present progressive tense is used to express actions that are repeated regularly. Means actions are going to repeat after some time, regular basis. Okay, and usually with a negative meaning. So having the negative meaning and with the time expressions always or forever. And there is the time expression in the example like always or forever. Okay, so example of this condition is he is always complaining about his health. He is always complaining about his health. So here having the negative meaning, and this sentence is having the time expression always, okay, or forever, and it's having the negative meaning, and it is the regular action, okay, repeated regularly. He is always complaining about his health. So this is expressed with the present progressive tense. The second example is she is going to lose it forever. She is going to lose it forever. So in this example also, the negative meaning has expressed with the expression like forever. Okay, she is going to lose it forever. ती कायमचं गमावून बसणार आहे. So here present progressive tense as used. Let's come to the note. One of the note is there. A common mistake in using this form to describe what a company sells or produces. In general, a company sells something on a regular basis. So you need to use the present simple tense and not the present progressive. Okay. So we will talk about this note. A common mistake in using is using this form to describe what a company sells or produces. So talking about salesmen, okay, if we are doing the job of salesman, then when we use our company is producing, or our company is manufacturing these products, if we are uh, 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 telling this uh, sentences to someone, then these sentences can be uh, treated the incorrect sentence. Okay, at at that moment, are the company is producing, or is the condition is there that the products, okay, at the time of selling, the salesman is producing, or salesman's company is producing that product? No. Okay, so for giving information about company, generally we make use of simple present tense. Okay, means what? Our company produces, or our company sells the high quality products. Our company sells, or our company produces high quality products. Okay, and we don't have to use our company is producing or selling high quality products. We cannot say like this. Okay, so this note we have uh, to keep in our mind. Okay, in general, a company sells something on a regular basis, so you need to use the present simple tense. Means that action is on the regular basis. Okay, that action is, though that action is continuous, that action happens on the regular basis, and that's why we have to use simple present tense to show that action, or to talk about that action. Okay, for example, let's take the example of incorrect and correct sentences. Okay, let's take the example. The first example is, we are producing high-end plastic pipes. We are producing high-end plastic pipes. Whether this sentence is correct grammatically or correct, we can you say that this correct is this sentence is correct on the basis of meaning? We cannot say. Why? Because the producing high-end plastic pipes. This action is going on. Though it is going on, okay, this is continuous action and it hasn't stopped yet. That's why for telling that action, repeated action, we are using present, simple present tense. The correct form that we have to use is we produce high-end plastic pipes. आम्ही चांगल्या क्वालिटीचे काय करतो, प्लास्टिकचे जे पाईप आहेत ते काय करतो आम्ही तयार करतो. ओके, वी प्रोड्यूस हाय एंड प्लास्टिक पाइप्स. आम्ही चांगल्या क्वालिटीचे प्लास्टिकचे पाईप तयार करतो. का आपण असं म्हणतो वी आर प्रोड्युसिंग हाय एंड प्लास्टिक पाइप्स? आम्ही चांगल्या क्वालिटीचे प्लास्टिकचे पाईप तयार करत आहोत असं आपण त्या आपण समजा सेल्समन असू. इफ वी आर doing the job as salesman, can we talk like this or can we inform that person like this? No, it's not the correct form. The correct form is we produce high end plastic pipes. आम्ही चांगल्या क्वालिटीचे प्लास्टिक पाइप्स बनवतो. ओके, so this is the difference between correct form and incorrect form. Then second correct form is the third sentence. Let's take the look of that sentence. Look at that sentence. That company is always selling some cheap gadget. So this can be correct. Okay, that company is always selling some cheap gadget. ती कंपनी काय करते तर कायम ती कंपनी काय करते तर हलक्या दर्जाचे प्रोडक्ट्स गॅजेट्स काय करते तर विकते. ओके, that company is always selling some cheap gadget. Okay, so in the negative meaning we can say like this sentence. Okay, so this is the note. Then moving towards the sentence structure for the continuous present tense or present progressive tense. The sentence structure for present progressive tense is subject plus am or is or are plus VING plus object plus complement. Subject plus am is are plus VING plus object plus complement. So this is the sentence structure for present progressive tense or continuous present tense. And am, is, are, these are the verbs, helping verbs we are using after the subjects. Like am is used after I. Okay, I am. You are is used after you. Okay, you are. I am, you are. Is the verb we are using after he, she, it. Okay, he or she or it is. He, she, it is. Then are is the verb we are using after we. Okay, we are. We are producing or we are going to Pune this week. Okay. Then you are. You, after you we are using are. Okay, you are. Then the subject they, after the subject they we are using they are. Okay, they are. They are teaching to the students. Okay, or they are doing the work. So this is the sentence structure of the present progressive tense and the subject verb chart that we are using for this tense. Okay, so write this write this sentence structure in your notebook and also write down the chart in your notebook. To be form of verb that we are using after I, you, he, she, it, you and they. Okay. Hope that you have written this in your notebook. Let's see the negative, affirmative, and interrogative form of the progressive, present progressive tense. Okay, negative, interrogative, and affirmative. If I am thinking is the affirmative, its negative form will be I'm not thinking. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. Its interrogative form will be I'm thinking. I'm not thinking, and I'm thinking. If I'm thinking is the affirmative form, its negative form will be I am not thinking, and its interrogative will be am I thinking? Okay. So then next is you are thinking. It's affirmative. Okay. This is the affirmative. You are thinking. Then its negative will be you are not thinking. You are thinking. You are not thinking. Its interrogative will be are you thinking? Then the third is he is thinking. Okay, he is thinking. This is the if this is the affirmative, its negative will be he is not thinking, and its interrogative will be is he thinking? विचार करत आहे का तो? She is thinking. If this is the affirmative, its negative is she is not thinking. Okay, and its interrogative will be is she thinking? Okay, so this is the three types of forms of a sentence. Okay, it is thinking. This is the affirmative. Its negative is it is not thinking, and its interrogative is it thinking? Then we are thinking. This is the affirmative. Its negative is we are not thinking, and its interrogative will be are we thinking? They are thinking. If this is the affirmative, its negative is they are not thinking, and its interrogative will be are they thinking? So this is also the one of the important chart that you should write this chart down in your notebook. Okay, and you can form different types of sentences by this chart also. Okay, so take another verb instead of thinking. Okay, writing. Okay, write, then learn. These types of simple words you can take and you can uh, practice it with the different pronouns. Okay, so this will be a good practice for you people to take different types of words. Okay, so this is the chart. Okay, we are having only 2 minutes left. Let me mark your attendance. The present roll numbers for this lecture are roll number 6, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 31, 36, 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, and 44. These are the present roll numbers, and the absent roll numbers for this lecture are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13, 18, 21, 22, 26, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 40. These are the absent roll numbers. If anybody from absent roll numbers are present, he can give his attendance. Okay, so shall we conclude this lecture here itself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for joining this lecture. We will discuss the past progressive tense in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you for joining. You can leave the meeting now.